Hey guys, so I wanted to make a quick update because, as you all know, Tay went to his first appointment at the endocrinologist on Monday, and it went really well because he is getting tea. Everyone, round of applause! Yeah. Yeah. So the doctor is writing off to his GP to suggest that he needs testosterone, and then the GP, general practitioner for you guys, GP then prescribes some testosterone. Then he has to go and ask the pharmacy to order it in because I doubt it's something that they just have lying around on the shelf. And then he gets to make another appointment with his GP and the clinic to get them to inject him. So it's still a way to go, and it's still going to be a couple of weeks wait. But he's there, you know what I mean? It is going to happen, and it will happen in the next month, fingers crossed. So only a few more weeks to wait, and then, yeah! So as you can tell, I am very pleased, I'm very excited, because it's all happening at last. Only 18 months. Yeah, so he went to the endocrinologist on Monday, and he's on the list, and it's all good. The only bad news about it, and I'm sure he'll go into much more detail, is that he wasn't overly happy with the doctor. Apparently he asked him some rather invasive questions. I don't know if it happens to everyone. He was kind of confused about it himself. But he asked him things like what he thinks about when he masturbates, and how did he like or dislike having sex with a bloke, and things like that, which kind of seem really personal and not necessarily necessary, if that makes sense. So maybe you guys can tell me about that. Maybe you loved your doctor and he asked you no such thing. Maybe you didn't like your doctor either and he asked you way more personal things than that. Let me know, I would be interested to hear. So yeah, didn't particularly like him. The other thing was that his therapist has said that under the care of the clinic, they like to refer people on to the next part to get top surgery after about kind of a year of being in the clinic's care. So Tay will have been in the clinic's care as of October for a whole year. So his therapist kind of said, there's no reason why you shouldn't be getting referred reasonably soon. Most of his dysphoria comes from seeing and having breasts, basically. The fact that they're reasonably big and incredibly hard to hide makes it 10 times worse, and that is the main root of his dysphoria. So top surgery is absolutely massive and is a serious must. If we had the money and we could go privately, we would do it tomorrow. But the fact is that a lot of doctors won't do it. I totally forget what the reason is. He's looked into every single possibility to get his breast cut off, seriously. And there's some reason why they won't do it, and I totally can't think of it right now. It's sprung out my head. Yeah. Anyway, the doctor when he went in for his appointment, he asked about top surgery, and the doctor was like, oh, well, I'd kind of like to get to know you first, so I probably won't refer you for another sort of 12 to 18 months. So as you can imagine, this would be absolutely devastating to Tay, let alone the fact that he will have done his real life experience for like 2 years by the time that comes around, and his birth certificate will be getting changed, and yet he'll still have breasts. Do you know what I mean? It just seems absolutely ridiculous. Let alone the fact that all the men in his family are pretty hairy, and if he's on T for another like 18 months, he's going to be sort of dropped voice, probably a big furball with still the massive breasts, and no one's going to pass. No one would pass with all those kind of things. Everyone would be very confused. So yeah, it was absolutely devastating. And he's totally going to have to talk to his therapist about it. And he has an appointment with her tomorrow at about 4 o'clock, I believe. He's travelled home for the night, so he's back in Plymouth for the night, so I'm in Leicester all on my lonesome, so I thought I'd do an update. Wow, and it's getting really long because I ramble, as you all know. Yes, so I will totally do another update at some point, because there are a few things that I'm not necessarily worried about, but I could totally talk about. And what was I saying? Yes, so if he's obviously he's going to talk to his therapist about it. If he doesn't get the referral soon, we are thinking that he will change his address with the NHS and tell them that he's in Leicester and get referred to another clinic. Basically, because he will pretty much have his prescription for T, they probably won't take him off it, because he'll already have it. So all he'll need is the referral, and if he's not going to get it for another 6 months, then he may as well change his address to Leicester and not have to travel for like 6 hours every time he has an appointment back in Newton Abbot. So yeah, that's kind of where we are at the moment. Fingers crossed, next month he's going to be on T. I am totally going to make an update soon, so tune in for that. And I will see you guys later. Okay, catch me on Teammates on Wednesdays. We're having a few, not technical difficulties. Everything's kind of rearranging at the moment. We're following a new leader. That's totally a joke. Do not be offended. So yeah, tune in on Wednesdays. I am there every Wednesday, guaranteed. I think I'm pretty much going to have to be dying before I miss one of those. So I will see you guys all later. I hope you're all good. I'll catch you later. Alright, bye.